Are hey,
Hey!
it's Mario Kart.
It's Mario Kart.
Mario Kart Monday on a Sunday.
Mario Kart Sunday.
What do they think of next?
Wait, that's not what I wanted.
Uh-oh. Already we've hit a snag.
I don't know how to play this game.
I don't know what game this is.
Mario Odyssey?
Yes. Yep. Oh, cool. The new Breath of the Wild DLC.
Yeah.
Dope.
I just really wanted to play Link on a motorcycle.
Yeah, who wouldn't? Oh, we get to watch one. This is nice. Who do you hope wins? I hope.
Sharper 25.
I hope that Wave 2 wins. That dad over there.
Yeah. Hey, Arlen Poison. Haven't seen you in a while.
Arlen Poison.
How are you doing?
Yeah, go Cheney.
Dick?
Yeah, Dick Cheney plays Mario Kart and is Canadian.
Well,
He's losing.
the truth is out there.
Cheney fucking sucks at Mario Kart. That's why he's a bad vice president. Hey, it's his chain. Dang, Chain is way better than Cheney at Mario Kart.
It's all good. Glad to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you. Hey, you ever notice that Canada and Japan have like the same flag?
But one's a leaf and one's a circle.
What? They're both circles. I can't see very good.
We're doing pretty good. How are you doing?
Boo, Blackula. Oh. This is exciting. It's a close race.
Yeah.
It's getting close. Marty's in third, but can he hold it? Can he stay in third? He's in second, so yes. No, he's yes.
Second. Oh, he didn't hold third.
It's neck and neck. Marty and whoever the other guy is.
He's doing such sick flips and tricks.
Doing way sicker flips than that other guy. Oh shit, Marty. Oh yeah. Oh, look at him go. Nothing's stopping him.
Glad you've been better. Or, wait, you mean you have been better or you are better?
Oh, it's cool. It's just racing game with your favorite Mario guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't like this game. I don't like to play it, rather. I don't like racing games, like, in general, really. Look at all these friends! Oh my god, the kissing dad. The squinting, kissing dad. That is a good fucking me. Well done,
That's
sir.
pretty great. Oh, you've been better, but you're not super right now.
Oh,
That's
I'm
too
sorry.
bad.
I hope watching this good game name of Mario Kart lifts your spirits.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, I understand it doesn't lift mine either.
Aw.
What? All it makes me think of is, you know, how bad I am at this game.
But we get to talk about random shit.
That's right. Hey, today on Mario Kart Monday is a topic that everybody knows and loves. Hey, Chelsea, do you want to talk about that one Zootopia comic?
I haven't actually read it. I've only seen, like, the page you sent me.
Do you need me to, like, summarize it for you?
Yeah, summarize it for me and the audience who may not know what you're talking about.
Alright. Well, I think, golly,
That warms our hearts, Arslan.
Oh.
Arlen. Sorry, I also can't see very good.
That's very sweet of you, Arlen. That really warms my cold black heart.
Aw.
So on Thursday, hot internet news. This Thursday, there was a rather well-illustrated fan comic of famous Disney movie Zootopia released. In this comic, first of all, it's implied that Judy Rabbits and Nick Fox.
Hops.
Oh, okay. Judy Hopps and Nick Fox. Does Nick have a last name?
Yes.
What?
Wild?
Nick.
I don't remember.
Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
Well, they're in like some sort of like romantic partnership in this movie, and I can't remember if in Zootopia there was like a romantic thing going on between them. I feel like there wasn't.
No. I mean, there was enough there that you could see a potential maybe in the future, but there was nothing like obvious or explicit.
Okay, so you could make an argument for the ship then, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, this guy, I guess, ships it. Or maybe he doesn't. Because in the comic, Judy Hopps gets... It just sounds so absurd to say out loud. Judy Hopps gets pregnant with Nick Wilde's baby, which is just awful in and of itself, because that already, like, the sex is now implicit in this fucking Disney Pixar movie. I'm sorry, I'm a real fucking tool and I don't know what I'm talking about. Is Zootopia Pixar?
It's Disney. I don't think it's Pixar.
Okay. Right. Well, anyway, it is already weirded out. So now here's the real kicker. Here's the cornerstone to this fan fiction, this fan comic. Again, I can't stress enough how beautifully illustrated it is. It's really like unsettling.
It's professionally.
It's
art.
It's professionally art. Anyway, Judy doesn't want the baby because of her career, so she wants to get an abortion. But Nick Wilde wants to keep the child. And is like very staunchly like not only wants to keep the kid but pro-life. Nick, at one point during the comic, calls what Judy's doing like a grievous sin. Which I didn't even know there was the Bible in Zootopia, but damn, I guess there is, huh? Yeah, me too, Arlen Poison. And anyway, they get in a big old fight, Nick pulls out all the classic stops. Nick makes this really good argument that you see a lot of people make, like, Judy, if your parents had gotten rid of their child, you wouldn't have been born. Oh, ever think of that? The creator denies that it's about necessarily being pro-life, but like Nick is definitely the protagonist, or framed as a protagonist in the comic. And it ends with...
And it's not, like, satirical at all?
I mean, like, it could be. If it's, like, satirical, it's, like, really, like, subtly satirical. There's a lot of stuff like this that's satirical. Like, well, the first thing that comes to mind is, like, Tails Gets Trolled. Yeah. Which is, like, about cyberbullying, but that's, like, very clearly satirical. Like, if you read it for more than, like, a minute, you're like, this is somebody who's goofing. Yeah. This is, like, a little too... This could be satire, but it could also be within the realm of, like, reality. The comic ends with Judy not budging on her... on her desire to not keep the child, and so Nick leaves her. And that's the end of the comic. That's where the comic ends. And I think that's I guess the author's argument that it's not about abortion, even though it totally is. It's about how this relationship's gonna fall apart with these difference of opinions. Anyway, so I have some errant... Oh, you bet. You bet, Arlen. I mean, like, it does seem biased, but The thing is, here's a couple of observations I found about this comic. One, I watched Zootopia, and I remember the art from it pretty well. Mm-hmm. I feel like the artist kind of drew Judy like extra sexy. She's definitely a lot more like fucking curvy and has like rabbit boobies, which is weird.
Yeah.
Which definitely like lends like a really weird slant to everything. For me personally, anyway, not my bag. And then secondly, I mean, I think you told me something along the lines of that of the apartment they share, the layout is like identical.
Yeah, I saw posts about it saying that the backgrounds of the comic, our apartment they're in, is Seinfeld's apartment.
Yeah.
And I never watched Seinfeld, so I can't confirm that.
So here's the thing. It's definitely like there's not enough detail to really confirm if it's Seinfeld's apartment. Mm-hmm. It's like the same layout of Seinfeld's apartment, like where the living room and the kitchen is and everything, but I don't think you can for sure like say this is definitely Seinfeld's apartment.
Gotcha.
So it's really hard to say. Right, yeah, Arlen, it is a kid's cartoon rabbit. Yeah. I agree. That is where sort of the questions arise.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not inherently wrong to like one, like a kid's cartoon thing, mm-hmm. or two, like maybe make a fan work that's kind of more serious than a kid's cartoon thing. But I don't know. I think there's maybe like a point where it becomes totally
Mario
bizarre.
Kart Sunday. It rhymes. It's the best we could do, Greta. We have things going on tomorrow.
Yeah, we're busy tomorrow, Greta. Please understand.
And so instead of just not doing it this week, we just moved it to tonight.
I don't know.
It's Monday on the East Coast.
Yeah.
So there.
So
Checkmate.
Why don't you just chill out and enjoy the show?
And play.
Yeah. Look, you can play with me and Chen and Cheney and Blackula. Chelsea, I want to ask you a question. This raises an interesting question among fan works.
Yes.
If you have a source material that's like, more or less for kids, mm-hmm. how mature do you think you should ever go with a fan work?
I mean, that is an issue on the internet.
Mm-hmm. That is?
Yeah. Oh, dang it. And like, on one hand, it would be a little hypocritical of me to say don't do anything, because there are definitely like works that are at least family friendly, where I have like ships or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, shipping is like pretty vague, I mean, like, when you ship something, it doesn't implicitly mean I X-rated ship this shit.
Right.
You don't fucking get on the Animaniacs fan page .webzone and say, all I can think about is Dot and Yakko just going at it. First of all, I think they're related.
Yeah, they're definitely related.
But secondly, like, I don't know, it's, I feel like I don't really know because I'm not part of a lot of fandoms, mm-hmm. but I assume that like a lot of like stuff geared towards younger people is like, a ship is pretty much just like kind of cutesy buttons shit.
Yeah, I feel like for the most part that's true, but there are also definitely like ones where that's not the case.
Please.
I'm not saying like my personal one, but ones I've seen.
What are like? Give me an example. I'm interested as a newcomer to this topic. Tell me about it.
say like, okay, let's use for example the king of all fandoms, Harry Potter.
All right, king of all fandoms.
Technically a kid's book.
Sure.
But there's a lot of like works on the internet that are like, hopefully, you know, when they're adults.
Well, I would certainly hope so.
And it's, you know, it's hard to, how do you regulate that? Because it's the internet.
You can't.
Yeah, that's the problem.
You don't. But I'm just saying, like, so there's Harry Potter shipping where they're, you know, where everything's above board and they're like adults.
Yeah.
Where it's like kind of smutty. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Well, how do you think that's like kosher? Or do you think that's yucky?
I think that it should have like filters on it, or like if it's artwork, it should have, you know, restrictions on it, so you know one who has an account on that whatever website who's under 18 can't see it.
Sure.
And like, if it's fan fiction, it should have the appropriate tags and warnings.
So,
but also I can't say like, if your thing is you want to write smutty Ron Hermione fan fiction, I'm not gonna say no, don't do that, because a Harry Potter, a minor who likes Harry Potter might see it.
Gotcha.
You know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between that and like straight up, just putting pornography of like Zootopia or something.
Well, Zootopia's issue, the Zootopia thing isn't smut.
I know, I'm just saying as an example.
Yeah. It's just got like this weird implicit undercurrent of like, uh-oh, these characters went and gone and done it.
Yeah.
So, like,
I don't know, I feel like if it's a fandom where it is definitely intended for children, like Zootopia or like My Little Pony.
There we go.
Yeah,
we can't
there it is.
Fucking just have a Mario Kart Monday without trotting that fandom out.
Nah.
Yeah, I nailed it. I deserve an award.
Then I would say, you know, don't make pornography of that and put it on the internet.
Okay.
If you want to do it in, you know, your own house and for your own pleasure, and not show anyone except maybe your friends if they're into that, I guess.
God, could you imagine how weird it would be to show your close friends like smut you wrote or porno you drew?
Yeah.
Like, what level of trust do you have to be at with a person like, hey, listen, I drew this picture of Judy Hopps wearing sexy lingerie for bunnies.
But like, if it's one where it's a little more of a gray area in that if it's intended for like all ages,
I guess,
it's a little more, I don't know, it's a little harder to argue either way, I guess. I guess if it's like something, you know, a fandom where you know lots of children are going to be looking for works and stuff, then you should be way more cautious.
Yeah, keep it in your house. I guess the difference between keeping it in your house and putting it on the internet is that one would assume that kids aren't just gonna find it.
Yeah, you're not gonna, I would hope you're not gonna just have random children coming to your house and looking at your porn.
Well, if that's
then
maybe
you need to be arrested.
You think you really should have to go to jail then? That seems pretty reasonable.
Why is that significant? Because you don't want children to be seeing that.
I don't know, man. Kids aren't ready for that shit. I mean, like,
I remember reading an anecdote where a little girl like went to a My Little Pony convention.
Oh, come on. I don't need this bummer at my feet right now.
Saw like some artwork or something, of one of her favorite characters like being a bad girl, basically. And then she was like, I don't like, and then she decided she didn't like that anymore because the characters were being bad. Like what she, you know, what her parents or whoever would say is bad behavior. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. And that's really sad.
I mean, like, yeah, like...
But that's, you know, there are obviously other reasons, but that's one example.
I don't know, man, like, young, like, kids aren't ready for that. I know that there's, like, we're sort of at this weird part in the internet, in the history of humankind, where, like, you know, kids of all ages are just getting on the internet and finding whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I have no answers for you. I'm not an expert on anything. But it just feels like, I don't know, if like some kid like just jumps into fucking, for example, if some kid just jumps into that Zootopia comic with like zero context and like, I don't know, what sort of like, I mean, like, what would you even think? What would, like, someone that age even think seeing that shit?
Yeah. I mean, with the Zootopia thing, I feel like they probably wouldn't know what was going on.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, kids, like, you know, a lot of kids are smarter than you think.
It's true.
I mean,
it depends on their age and stuff.
Yeah.
Oop.
I mean, I figured out, you know, where babies came from, like, when I was, like, 9. I think I knew, like, what, like, an abortion was when I was in, like, the 6th grade. Because of the internet.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there you go. Was that good for me? Am I fucked up that I knew that at such an early age?
Yeah, I mean, and it's also like, it is sort of, as with most things, a case-to-case basis of some kids can handle that and some can't, and, you know.
No, completely.
But there's no way of obviously being able to pick which kids can see what on the internet. Did your mom text you?
No, Jarrett's texting me.
Oh.
You want to know if I wanted to chit chat? I told him I was streaming Mario Kart 8. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it was like worse for like my parents and like my generation's parents mostly because the internet was so new and like they were so not used to how to wield it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like since like my brain was still, you know, I don't know, pretty elastic,
mm-hmm.
like learning the internet become pretty second nature.
Mm-hmm.
When I was like really young, like pretty young, I was really into Invader Zim.
Mm-hmm. And
so I just like would go to forums and like fan communities by myself. It was not very hard to figure out how to get past parental controls.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, I learned about a lot of things that I don't know if that's okay. I don't think I'm like fucked up for knowing about it, but I can't know for sure.
Yeah.
I'd have my parents explain some very uncomfortable things to me, like what a dildo was and why a dildo was. But shit, man, that's just that's the problem of raising a kid, I think, of child rearing in this age.
Yeah. You have less control over what they learn when.
Well, my friend, I have to be honest with you. Undertale's a pretty tempestuous fandom.
Oh, yep.
You know, there are just some fandoms that are kind of so rabid that it can be intimidating. It can be overwhelming.
Yeah.
For sure. Damn, we had that conversation on a Mario Kart Monday, which fandoms were like the craziest. Mm-hmm. And Undertale's got to be one of them.
Yep. Uh-oh. No!
Shout out to our 17 followers who are all named some variant of Sans.
Man, I was in first place for almost all of that.
Yeah, dude. Well, fourth's not bad. I mean, fourth's the magic number.
Yeah.
Oh, my Mario fandom is weird. You know, I've never even looked into Mario fandom because it's like, why? Mario's a really fun game, but it's like, it's not like the lore is getting me going here.
Yeah.
Sonic fandom has always like struck me as kind of insane. I think they've been kind of the butt of every fandom joke until like My Little Pony happened. Mm-hmm. God only knows Sonic Forces is just feeding into all this garbage.
Yeah.
I know, right? Sorry, Sans the Skeleton 05.
Yeah, Arlen discovered us when we were doing an Undertale stream.
I know. I'm pretty sure most of everybody who follows us discovered us on an Undertale stream.
Not anymore.
No.
We got like it. That was when were still fairly new. So we had like 11 subscribers or something. And then we got like 10 more from Undertale. We got 20
subscribers from Undertale.
I thought we got like 10, which made us have 20.
I thought we got like 20, which bumped us up to like some insane number. Like 30.
I don't know. It was something around there. But now we've got like 112. So
yeah, we're pretty great. Yeah, it was a genocide route. That's what it's Halloween. Everybody was into it when that happened.
Should have done it again this year and gotten 20 more.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know though. I thought Heavy Rain was really fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
When I went back for Halloween, my little cousins kept making jokes about our Heavy Rain run, and I like didn't remember any of the jokes that we made. They're like, this is just like Paco Bell. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Wait, did they see it?
Yeah, dude, they watched it.
Yeah, cool.
I didn't know that they watched any of our stuff.
Did they watch it live?
Yeah, they watched it live. They were in the chat.
Huh.
They were talking at us. So.
I don't remember there being much in the chat.
Well, whoever was in the chat was like chatting at us. I think they're following us even. But I don't think they really watch us. I think they like watch more better streamers than us.
What? No such thing.
Yeah, no such thing. No one's better at streaming than we are. Oh, Lord.
These wheels are a little better than the ones I was using. That's good.
You think Undertale is a game for all ages?
Yeah, I would say so. I think it's aimed like it more at younger audiences, but it definitely isn't like only younger audiences.
I guess so. I guess it's like a lot of the stuff that's like kind of adult is sort of snuck in there.
Yeah.
You know, tactfully, like a Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious.
How dare they?
Yeah.
Two of them snuck by me at literally the last second.
I know, they're a bunch of jerks. They don't know what they're doing. You like... What? Okay, here's one. Here's a big one, actually. Here's a big question.
Yeah.
So, hey, C. Dewey.
Hey, C. Dewey.
So, Steven Universe, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's one, huh?
So, well, so Steven Universe is like, it's intended for children, right?
Right.
But also, and maybe this is just me, and probably...
Hey, YGBV. It's you.
Oh, hell yeah. Nice. Steven Universe is, for children. It is made on a kids show network, and it's for kids.
Yes.
But it is like, out of all like the you know, kids cartoons I've ever seen, it's probably the ship baitiest.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. Would you generally agree?
Probably. Yeah.
So, what about that? How about that? Explain that. Justify that shit, Rebecca Sugar.
Are you asking if makes it okay to make fan material not for children for this children's show?
Yes, that's what I'm asking you exactly.
It's definitely one of those, I think, grayer areas. I think it's one of those where if you want to, okay, but make sure you do everything possible to restrict access to your whatever work you're doing so that children will not accidentally stumble upon it.
Here's a question, actually, about Steven Universe specifically. I think a lot of people appreciate this question. When the gems fuse, what is that a metaphor for exactly? What is it a metaphor for exactly, and is it even a metaphor?
I don't think it's a metaphor.
You don't think it's a metaphor?
I think they're literally fusing to create a new being, which I guess you could interpret, but like the way it's done doesn't really present it as like a parental type of thing.
Oh my god, what? Come on, C. Dewey, that's gotta be bullshit.
What?
C. Dewey has dropped this fact on us that I don't know how I feel about.
Oh no.
Rebecca Sugar got her start in the art world doing slash art of Invader Zim and Ed, Ed, and Eddie. So how about that then? So how about that shit, huh?
Is that true? Or are you pulling our leg, C. Dewey?
Arlen says it's a metaphor for birth, and C. Dewey says that the fusion is a metaphor for sex. I don't know, Chelsea. I feel like it's a metaphor for something. I feel like
I definitely could see it being a metaphor for something, but the problem is the obvious choices don't make sense in all of the times that it happens. Like sometimes it does feel like it. Like when Greg wants to fuse with Rose because Pearl made him jealous. That definitely seems to be some sort of metaphor of Pearl being like, oh, you can't be with her because you're not one of us. But also then when I mean, maybe it's just a metaphor for relationships, and like relationships, different fusions or different relation types, you know? I'm probably not being very coherent right now, but
no, I get it.
But like with Jasper and Lapis Lazuli, they used their fusion to sort of be what's the word? Not an allegory.
In an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
Metaphor?
I guess metaphor.
Symbol?
Yeah.
Symbolism?
Yeah. To sort of to talk about an abusive relationship. And I don't think it was intended to be like about like sex or marriage or anything necessarily. I think it was just a relationship that was toxic. And then other fusions are relationships that are fun or loving or sexual or platonic, you know? So I guess that's my interpretation of it. fusion is just a way to sort of simplify different relationships. What?
I don't know why. YGBV just posted all caps moist and it made me laugh. Moist.
What is Greta saying?
Greta wrote a very lengthy thing. I'll read it to you if you'd like.
I can't read it, so.
Yeah, okay. Greta says, I'll try and imitate Greta's voice.
Oh, okay.
Real quick.
Do you remember what Greta sounds like? We've only talked to him once.
I think making porn for kids shows are tacky. But as long as the chars are adults, then I think that it's relatively fine. Just post it on Rule 34 or some shit. That will mostly prevent the kids from seeing it. Because if kids stay there for more than 5 seconds, then they will know what they are in for.
Well said, Greta.
Yeah, it's very eloquent, Greta. I agree with you that the fusion dances usually signify different things depending on who it's for. I mean, I think it would, if it was sex every time, it'd be a little weird if
like when Steven and Amethyst fused.
Yeah, no, I don't like that.
Yeah,
I'm not about that ship, my dude.
Nah. It would also make it really weird for when Steven and Connie fused.
But I mean, like, that fusion is like kind of, I mean, it's not, specifically sex.
Right.
But it is like, kind of romantic, right?
Yeah, I would say that one is like romantic and a type of loving relationship. But that's what I'm saying, that's why I think it's not just a metaphor for sex.
Okay, YGBV. I understand about the moistness. You're gonna destroy the joke if you keep posting it.
What?
Oh, YGBV he's just posting moist.
Oh. Hilarious.
Everything in moderation, my dude. Especially, the relative saturation of the liquid. Did you win?
No.
Oh. Well, anyway, I forget what we were talking about. I once read some blog post of a very young Christian fan of Steven Universe who made a long and storied post of why the characters in Steven Universe are definitely not lesbians. That poor kid.
Oh boy.
Religion fucked him up.
Oh, I've heard of that, C-Dewey. Is it good?
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. I think I do have to check that out. Did you ever watch the SpongeBob when you were a kid?
Some, yeah.
SpongeBob?
SpongeBob. Yeah, it wasn't my favorite show or anything, but I watched it when it was on, which was a lot, so.
Oh, really? Arlen, you never watched the SpongeBob SquarePants? I guess I take it for granted. I don't know, it was such a big cartoon when I was a kid.
Yeah, is it still on?
I don't think they're making new ones anymore. Yeah.
Because I feel like it kept going for a really long time.
Damn, Marlon, you hate SpongeBob?
I already don't like this person. Now it's weird.
Well, hey man, to each his own. As a kid, I loved that shit. I was delighted by the antics of that sea invertebrate.
Yeah, I thought it was alright. I got kind of bored of it after a while, though.
What like shows did you watch as a kid? Before you became an an irreconcilable weeb.
Yeah. What did I watch? Scooby-Doo.
You watched Scooby-Doo?
Yeah.
Did you like Scooby-Doo?
Yeah.
Have you ever watched any of the movies?
The cartoon movies?
Yeah.
I watched the one with the witches that were like in a band or something.
Oh, witches in a band?
They were like the Hex Sisters, and there were 3 girls. And they were in a band together or something. And the Scooby Gang helped them out. I don't really remember anything else.
Meh. Sounds like a Scooby-Doo movie.
Yeah.
I watched Scooby-Doo for a lot of my childhood. To the point where, like, I was so familiar with the length of a Scooby-Doo episode that's how my folks measured how long something would take.
And I can't see anything. This is why I hate this course. Everything looks the same. Give me a bullet bill.
Nope. You're almost there.
Bullet bill to victory.
It's legitimate. Shut up.
Haha,
I
4th.
feel like you did not even earn that a little bit.
Makes up for the times I was robbed.
Deadliest Warrior? What is Deadliest Warrior?
I really liked Danny Phantom growing up. Was sad when that got canceled.
No.
I watched a lot of The Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh, me too.
Watched some Totally Spies, but don't remember anything about it. Watched Powerpuff Girls, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
I don't like that show very much.
No?
No. I just really didn't like how... I didn't like Billy's butt. It made me very uncomfortable. It was figured prominently in that cartoon.
Yeah. Never watched Flapjack.
Oh, I love The Misadventures of Flapjack. That was one of those cartoons where I was probably too old to be watching cartoons, and I still watched.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about Totally Spies, really. But I did see a post online talking about how it was fetish bait. I'm sure if I watched it again, I'd be like, oh.
Great, that's 4 cartoons. It's not Trinity. I didn't really like Kids Next Door.
Oh yeah, I watched that too.
It really bugged me that the guy was bald. I have a lot of hang-ups about cartoons visually.
Yeah.
Couldn't watch Billy and Mandy because of the butt. Couldn't watch Kid Next Door because the main kid was bald. Why is he bald?
Oh, I loved Teen Titans. And the animated Batman, the animated series, and Superman as well, and Justice League. X-Men Evolution.
X-Men Evolution was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite X-Men Evolution?
I liked Rogue.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I liked the guy with the spikes. He was cool. What was his name?
I don't remember.
Spike.
Probably.
That'd be bad.
Ow. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Ed, Edd, and Eddy.
I watched a fucking jillion of Ed, Edd, and Eddy when I was growing up. Who's your favorite guy?
Double D.
Like just out of everyone or out of the Eds?
Probably out of everyone.
I gotcha. Your favorite character in shows is always a big nerd.
Yeah, I relate.
I don't like Caillou either. Why? I don't know why he is bald. I don't know why there are all these bald children. Oh, nice one. Good joke, Chris Dewey.
What?
Teen Titans Go, more like Teen Titans Stop, know what I'm saying? Well played.
Good one.
I never got very into Teen Titans. I watched it a little bit, but I don't know. I had a dumb thing when I was a kid, or well, I guess I was like a teenager at this point, where I didn't like shows not made by.
Fourth again.
I didn't like shows not made by Japan that were anime looking. I could not abide by those Bakugaijins.
Did you watch Avatar?
Not until I was like pretty much a grown up and like way after it came out.
Missing out. Although I guess that's another one.
No, I didn't miss out. I saw it still. I just didn't see it when it came out because it was like Nickelodeon can't make an anime. This is bullshit.
Well, yeah, Avatar was another one that I watched.
Yeah. Oh my god. Greta, shut up.
Greta, you just said that about
Why do you like the Golden Girls so much?
They are pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, Arlen. I always try to read manga, but then I realize I hate reading. I don't want to watch it on the TV.
I do both.
Yeah, nerd.
Yeah.
That's why you like all the nerd characters in your nerd shows. Nerd.
Yeah. Yep. That is accurate.
Wow. Teen Titans Go ruined Teen Titans. How do you feel about that? Do you agree?
That is true.
Damn.
Teen Titans Go is terrible.
I mean, I agree. Yeah, Greta, fuck reading.
Greta, you'll never get an education and a degree like that.
You don't need to read shit to get a degree.
Well, but then you'll get your degree and you won't know what it says.
I don't need it.
Death Note is very good.
Death Note's Death Note's like top 5 animes.
Yep.
And also just top 5 things, really.
Death Note also holds a special place in my heart, not just because it's amazing, but because it was probably the first anime I found on my own after my friend got me an anime. But yeah, even after all these years, it's still one of my top series.
The ending of Death Note disappointed you, Arlen? I enjoyed the ending personally.
Me too.
I mean, I wasn't too hot about Nier or Mello as characters, but the way it wrapped up I still thought was satisfying.
Yeah.
You wanted Light to win?
Oh. Arlen, no.
I mean, I could get how that could be a satisfying conclusion. Sometimes, like, when the bad guy wins, it's like a good story.
It's true.
I wonder if there are any good-ass fanfics where Light wins. I'm sure there are plenty of really bad ones, but I wonder if there are any good ones.
Probably somewhere.
Oh, sorry about that, YGBV. We just boiled Death Note for the poor guy. Shit. I mean, maybe Light does win. I don't know. Ah! Anyway, speaking of fanfics, if anybody knows a good fanfic where Light wins, I'm not gonna read it, but if you could, like, read it and then send me the like wave file so I can listen to it. That would be
Audiobook.
cool. Yeah.
Podfic.
Is that a thing?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you know if a fanfic is popular if it's got a podfic someone's done for it. Although I suppose the author could just do it themselves, but I think that's considered kind of not
self-congratulatory.
Yeah.
Tooting your own horn.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody loves Elle. He's a great character. You know why he's called Elle, right?
Because he's the law.
No, because he's El Genioso. He's Spanish.
Yeah.
You just get it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one.
I liked my joke. Now self-cessed. There are definitely fics where it's like Kira Light, which is technically self-cessed, I guess.
Yeah, is it self-cessed to bang your alter ego? I mean, you know, obviously ignoring the logistical problems that presents.
My coworker was watching the trailer for that Friday. I sort of just saw it in the background, but it sounded cool. I don't know anything about that IP.
Yeah, neither do I. Oh no, Chelsea, you're losing the video game.
Link.
Chelsea.
Link, please. Who cares? It's just Mario Kart. We're only doing this to have something on while we talk about stuff.
Yeah.
So that we can still say we're streaming video games while we... This is basically a podcast.
This is essentially just a podcast at this point.
But because we don't want to actually do a podcast, because it's easier to just stream, we play Mario Kart in the background.
I mean, is it easier to just stream? I mean, all we have to do is rip the audio from this and then host it, and then it's a podcast.
But this way we have the chat.
That's true. If only there was some way to have chat in audio form. Just have it like constantly rolling in the background, like at a lower decibel during a podcast. That would be really good. Arlen Poison is reading Tokyo Ghoul right now.
I love Tokyo Ghoul! So good.
Tokyo Ghoul's pretty good. Except the anime sucks.
The second season sucks.
Well, the anime story is good, but the animation's kind of yucky.
Oh, yeah. The animation's not great.
It's a little bit phoned in.
How old does something have to be before you don't have to worry about giving spoilers?
Good question. I know that you can spoil Final Fantasy VII, and that's 20 years old.
You can spoil Star Wars.
Yeah, but which one?
Like the Darth Vader
Well, that's like
plot twist.
100 years old, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that was from dinosaur times.
Yeah.
Is there anything from like 2007 that no one cares about if it gets spoiled? Like if I say that at the end of Old Country for No Country for Old Men, the main character gets shot, are people gonna be mad, or
Guess we'll find out.
is that like chill? Stream without playing a game? Yeah, but then it's not video games. Here's the problem with that, Greta. In the like off chance that we don't think of a good thing to talk about, then we can't just like pretend. I mean, it's totally, no, it's a Mario Kart stream, guys. Yeah, I love that movie too. It's one of my favos. Oh.
Got some bad news, Greta.
I mean, like, I guess that's sort of true. Spoilers don't really have an expiration date. I think maybe not. It's not as much about like how old it is, but like how
prevalent.
Yeah, how prevalent it is. Like the Luke thing comes to mind really readily, because everybody knows that Darth Vader's Luke's dad.
And also the Snape kills Dumbledore.
Snape kills Dumbledore. Yeah, that's 2006.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII, Aerith dies. Everybody knows that.
I didn't know, but I also don't know anything about Final Fantasy.
You didn't know that Aerith dies?
I don't know who Aerith is. Who's Aerith? I don't know.
You're blowing my mind a little bit. Just give me a minute.
I don't know anything.
I know you don't know anything, but that's like one of those things that just everybody knows. Like, that's a spoiler of just... listen, I haven't seen Empire Strikes Back, but I know who Luke's dad is.
But Star Wars is also more prevalent in just, like, normal media. As opposed to...
But Chelsea, you stream video games.
I know.
No, Aerith is a character in Final Fantasy VII.
Okay. Well, I gathered that much.
Yeah. Well, it was like one of the main things. It was like the first time in like a game that one of your party members just dies for real.
Ah.
And then you're like, fuck, it's spent so much money on gear for her. Shit.
That's all you care about. What are you doing back in 9th place?
Okay, well, I mean, like, so for what it's worth, Greta, I guess, I don't know, maybe I'm like just hella old or something. But Aerith is like a character in Final Fantasy VII. She's like, I don't know, your main like healer and magic user, and she's like got this whole like vibe where she's like, I want to like backtrack a little bit, and for the record say that I don't think Final Fantasy VII story is as good as everyone says it is. But anyway, Aerith is like a character who like you're supposed to like have that instinct of like I have to protect this character. And so when she dies, it's like a big deal, and it's supposed to be very like sad. But you know,
haha, not last.
whatever. She's a hippie, yeah. That's a pretty good description. She's like a hippie, but you want to protect her because she's like a street hippie who you save from danger or something. But it's like not actually a good game. It's just like the first game that it was like it.
Gotcha.
She gets stabbed by Sephiroth. Sephiroth kills her with like the giantest sword. She's praying at the holy materia, and Sephiroth comes down and impales her with a big old knife. I know that a lot of people here have never played Final Fantasy VII. But I mean, I don't know. I guess I took it for granted that that was just like commonly held knowledge about people who play games. That's my mistake, I guess, my oversight.
Well, now I feel less foolish.
Yeah, oh, whatever. Like, again, I don't feel too bad about spoiling it, because if you didn't play Final Fantasy VII when it was new, and you picked up Final Fantasy VII, you'd probably be like, this game blows ass.
I feel like that's how it is with a lot of older things.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big goof in amongst everybody who's played that game. It's like, Why can't you just use a Phoenix down on Eris when she dies? Because she died in a cutscene and not a battle. But, you know, whatever.
Oh, so the secret to killing a video game character for realsies is just do it in a cutscene.
Do it in a cutscene.
Link, what are you doing? Link!
You know, that's how Nanako dies.
In Persona 4?
Yeah.
Nanako dies?
I thought you knew that.
No!
Oh.
I didn't know she died!
Yeah, dude.
All I knew was that Matsudachi was the killer.
Yeah, and he kills Nanako.
No, look what you've done! I'm so distraught! I'm just gonna fuck this. I'm just gonna go backwards. Oh, fine.
It's not like we were gonna finish that game anyway.
No, I don't actually care.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
No, I didn't know that though.
Oh yeah, Shuttle eats it. In a cutscene too, so.
Oh, so it's permanent.
Yeah.
Persona 4, why would you kill the tiny child?
Fuck you up!
Oh man, shitty dad must get even shittier.
Oh man, Shitty Dad is so fucked up after that happens, dude. Well, the problem is that Shitty Dad is like also in the hospital because he got in a car crash.
Not last.
Yeah, nice job. Nanako is a character in a game called Persona 4. She's your little cousin, and she calls you Oni-chan, and...
She's like 8 or something.
She's like, yeah, she's
tiny...
8 or 9.
Cinnamon roll, too good, too pure for this world.
Too pure for this world, and literally is too pure for this world, because she gets owned by a seemingly dipshit.
Her mom is dead, and
detective.
her dad sucks.
Her dad is a piece of shit.
So you, as the protagonist who come to live with that family, becomes like her big brother.
Yeah.
And apparently it doesn't matter because she just gets killed.
She gets killed.
She gets murdered by Matsuda.
Mm-hmm. Not actually Matsuda from Death Note, just a character who looks and acts a lot like Matsuda.
Until you find out he was Kira the whole time.
Until you find out that he's literally Kira. It's like kind of wild how much Persona 4 borrows from fucking... It's kind of wild how much Persona the series borrows from Death Note, actually.
Yeah, because then you got Persona 5. Freaking Goro, Akechi.
Yeah, Goro,
basically just Light.
Basically exactly Light.
But without the Kira.
It's pretty fucking brutal. It's really upsetting. It's really very legitimately upsetting when you encounter it for the first time and you're not expecting it. I got really mad at the video game that they killed my little sister.
Yeah, friggin' Matsuda. Oh, this course again?
What else can we spoil? I guess we sort of already spoiled a little bit of Persona 5 just now incidentally. Whoops!
Well, not 5, just 4.
Well, what about what you just said about Goro Akechi, buddy?
Well, he looks like Light.
That doesn't...
That's what I meant. He looks and kind of acts like Light.
Yeah. And he causes people to have heart attacks. He literally does do that though, right? We're all in agreement that is what happens.
I don't know, I haven't gotten that.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you fucking haven't played the whole game.
Yeah. I've only played what we have played on the stream.
Ah, damn it. Shit.
Spoiling for me now.
Yeah, I mean, like all those characters in that game, like,
Fuck that bomb.
have heart attacks. Like in the beginning where the like train driver has a heart attack.
Ah.
Goro Akechi makes him have a heart attack.
He's just Light with a bad haircut.
He's literally just Light with a bad haircut. He makes people have heart attacks. He has a bad Light haircut, and he works closely with the police as a cover. Persona 5, bad job.
But not really, because you're a great game.
I don't know if I think I don't agree 100% with that, Arlen. I don't know.
What?
Arlen says Light deserves victory. Light's a bad boy.
I don't know if he deserves victory. It might have been interesting if he got it, but I don't think he would have deserved it.
Kind of a gigantic piece of shit.
Yeah. He might have... You could make the argument that he started out with good intentions, but you can't argue that down the road he just became a shithead that wanted to rule the world.
Maybe he's talking about the Light from the Netflix movie.
Well, then he's definitely wrong. That movie's so bad.
Oh, God. Dexter's so fucking stupid.
I never saw Dexter.
No, just keep it that way. Unless you, like, want to, like, fucking Glee-style drink through it. Like, it's pretty bad. It's like...
I think I watched, like, the first episode because people were telling me to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But I just didn't get into it.
I don't think ruling the world is an easy thing that one guy can just do good.
Nah.
Ruling the world, I'm pretty sure it's tough. It's tough to probably rule the world, huh? I don't think I'd be good at, like, ruling the world. And I don't think that killing people silently behind, like, a notebook is an effective way to rule the world good.
It's not a good basis for government.
Wait, why so game? Oh, shit! I like that you called it a why so game. No, it's it's David Cage. But yeah, I guess fucking Scott Shelby. This fucking works. Oh shit. Oh damn, David Cage just ripped off Death Note. David Cage, you piece of shit.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse.
David Cage just ripped off Death Note and also fucking Dragon's Lair at the same time. What if Death Note was like Dragon's Lair, asked David Cage after drinking a jar full of nitrous.
I mean, Light is very smart, but even then, I think his pride and hubris would probably get in the way, if nothing else. Like, the only way you could rule the world was if you delegated all the other countries and shit to other people and just oversaw that, which maybe Light would be smart enough to do, but also maybe not because of his, like, giant ego.
I mean, what's the big deal about Light's brain? He gets fucking outsmarted by a candy weirdo. By a guy who stacks Eggo waffles for a hobby. I mean, he can't be that smart. I mean, like, it's not just about, like, intelligence ruling the world. It, like, takes a certain amount of compassion to be a leader.
Yep.
Like, Light doesn't have compassion.
Nope.
He doesn't have the ability to, like, view actions in a context other than his own context, which makes him kind of a shitty leader.
Yep.
I mean, Dexter's definitely got, like, a cool concept for a show, but I think it's just executed really poorly. Like, some of the storylines are neat, but I don't know. I think the writing for the characters, especially Michael C. Hall's character, is, like, extremely dumb and, like, uninspired. One of the worst things about the series Dexter is the voiceover work for, like, Michael C. Hall's character's inner monologue. It, like, always does this thing that's really stupid. It'll always be, like... Dexter will be, like, having a normal social interaction. He'll be, like, talking to his girlfriend, and he'll be like, I'd love to have dinner with you on Sunday. And then, like, his voiceover will cut in, like, and it'll be like, I didn't want to have dinner at all. And it does this all the fucking time.
I was robbed.
I'm not surprised. Oh, gee, you were robbed in Mario Kart? Yeah. Oh, what else is new? Please, Dexter, you have to help me find my husband. I'll help you find your husband. I wasn't interested in helping her find her husband. And that's the whole show. Like the writers of the show don't think you're smart enough to get that he's like a pathological liar who doesn't have like strong emotions. And like, I don't know, the plot's like twists are a little bit silly. Also, they killed Deluxe like in the second season, which is bullshit. Deluxe was the fucking best character, and I hate that they killed him. Deluxe was like the only character who was ever wise to like Dexter's bullshit. And like Dexter gets the better of him in season 2, and it's fucking dumb. Also, like there's like 2 separate plot lines where Dexter's evil, also murdering twin comes out of the woodwork to do murders, and then pals up with Dexter and is like, "We should kill together. Imagine how good at killing we'd be." And Dexter's like, "I didn't want to have a killing friend. I would kill alone." And then he kills his kill friend. Chelsea watches Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I wasn't too into it.
Yeah, I like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. The first season was kind of meh, but I think the second season it picked up, and after that it got better and better. And to be fair, like the same thing happened with Parks and Rec and Community.
Oh, Community got good and then got very bad.
Right. But like the more recent, I'm on season like 4 right now, I think, and it does kind of remind me a little bit of Parks and Rec, in that the characters are fun and the humor is sort of similar.
That makes sense. I think that's a good description. Because in both Parks and Rec and Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I think the central character is the most obnoxious.
Yeah. Also, I found out that Chelsea, we've been watching Parks and Rec over and over again because it's great.
That makes it sound like we've been watching it like this is on our 3rd pass of the entire series.
Well, it is my 3rd pass.
Oh. Yeah.
Anyway, we've been rewatching Parks and Rec, and I didn't realize it before because I didn't really know her name, but I noticed in the credits that Chelsea Peretti, I think, is one of the writers for Parks and Rec. Mm-hmm. And she's also one of the main characters in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And I think she probably does some of the writing or producing or something for that show.
You know.
So it makes sense that some of the jokes might be along the same veins.
We both enjoy the Rick and Morty show very much as well. Although I try and distance myself from the fandom because I think they're weirdos.
An unfortunate truth.
I am honestly astounded by the sheer amount of advertising for t-shirts that just say "I'm Pickle Rick" on them exist.
They just love it.
I mean, it's like you see another Rick and Morty fan with that shirt on, and they're gonna be like, "Hell yeah, dude!" Dub. And that's cool. But if you meet just a regular guy who's not a Rick and Morty fan, it's like, no, it's from my Cartoon Man show where the Cartoon Man is a pickle. And he yells. See, the joke is that he yells that a lot and has 2 funny words. It's hard to explain to anyone in a satisfying way.
Yeah, of course, Rick and Morty's big enough now that if you just said, "Oh, it's from Rick and Morty," they'd probably be like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. Or, if they worked at McDonald's, they'd probably punch you in the dick.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, you're Space Peach now.
Yeah. Cool. Link wasn't cooperating, so I replaced him.
Oh my god, so quickly you toss Link aside for Space Princess Peach.
There are 10 Links and only 3 Peaches, so...
What? What?
What?
Can you explain what you mean?
There's Peach, there's Space Peach, and there's Yellow Peach.
Yeah. Why do you say there's 10 Links?
There's like a link for every game, and sometimes there are more than links in one game.
That's all the same link. That's the same guy, pretty much. I don't know. I could check real quick. I'm like scarcely on Steam nowadays because I don't play PC games very much anymore.
Not a real gamer.
Yeah, I'm not a real gamer. I don't play PC games. I'll just put in my password, Dr. Butthole.
Oh no, now everyone can hack us.
Oh, nuts. Shouldn't have said that what my password was.
Yeah. That's just not safe.
I don't like to live safe. I don't think I'm friends with you on Steam, Chris.
You have so many notifications.
Yeah, when I was a teen, I joined like a lot of different guilds. And I didn't ever oh no, wait, no, I am friends with you. See, you're right there. We're friends.
Aw.
Aw.
Friendship.
Okay, I'm gonna quit streaming.
Bioshock's pretty good.
Oh, your favorite peach is orange peach? Interesting. And why is that, Greta? Yeah, Bioshock's a reasonably neat game. It was really cool when it came out. I'm not a huge fan. I don't ever want to replay it, honestly.
Yeah. Any of them, or?
Any of them.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, I'm just not a fan of FPS in general.
Same.
Oh, cool. Nidhogg is great. I love Nidhogg. And Gone Home is also pretty heartwarming, all things truth be told. Gone Home's really nice. I know a lot of dipshits on the internet beat their chest and yell walking simulator for lesbians, but they're kind of missing the point.
What?
Gone Home? You know what Gone Home is, right?
No.
Gone Home is this game that came out in, I think, 2013. And it's like kind of a game where you explore this big house, and let me back up. So you're this girl.
What? I didn't even know you could go down here.
Damn, dude. You're this girl who's just back from college, and your family's moved into this very large house, but they're not home right now. So you kind of have to figure out where they went, and so you go around this big house that they bought, and you like can find like parts of your little sister's diary, and it's sort of just like a very light first-person puzzle game where you just find out a story about how your little sister found out that she was attracted to girls. And it's a really sweet story. It's hard to like kind of adequately describe without just recanting the whole story. But like a lot of dum-dums were like, oh, it's not a real game, it's not real, no gameplay, no room, you can't put lesbians in video games, all kinds of dumb bullshit. But it ended up being, really nice. I love strategy games.
So was it kind of like a point and click visual novel, or?
It's like a first person novel 'em up. It's really hard to describe the full story. I don't know. I mean, like, to try and paraphrase. So the story isn't really about you, the main character. The story is about your family. The story is about your little sister is like in high school, and she's like kind of got like this, punk riot girl style. And what's she doing?
The Twitch chat's a little off screen.
Oh. Your little sister's kind of like a punk riot girl, and like she runs into like this other girl who's like, I don't know, she thinks is like cool, and they hang out as friends, and then they find out that they like are romantically interested in each other, and like your little sister isn't sure how to reconcile these feelings because she's, different. But she feels very strongly romantically attracted to this girl, and so she tries to talk to her parents, but her parents are like, please don't be a lesbian, we're a Christian family. I really can't describe to you how much justice I'm not doing it. A lot of the magic about the game is about how sort of the dialogue is written and how sort of the story is pieced together, and sort of just summarizing it really isn't the best way to experience it. So I just don't know how to really go into depth without telling you you should just probably play the game if you're interested. Or if you don't want to pay for it, then, watch a playthrough or something like that. Whatever you want. I just think that, a lot of people were stupid about it when it rolled around.
Gotcha.
Golly, that studio came out with another game that was really popular. I think Tacoma was the name of the game that studio just came out with. Yeah, it's a nice little game. Again, it's a very relatable, sweet game. Gone Home is the name of the game. Yeah, Tacoma's the same studio. I don't know much about Tacoma. There've been a lot of sort of good narrative games that have come out this year, apparently. One game that's been on a lot of people's top 10s list this year is this game called What Remains of Edith Finch, which looks really neat, and I really am interested in playing that. I can imagine how it might be even more poignant if you can more closely identify with the characters in that story. I mean, I could identify with the characters in that story, and I'm neither a teen girl or a lesbian. But I mean, you don't have to be those things to understand concepts like confusion and alienation and longing and shit like that. You just kind of have to be a person. But yeah. I don't think gamers are people. So that's probably one of the problems they had with it. Oh yeah, no, I remember. That's that was the big draw of it, was it's not just audio logs now. No, I've never played To the Moon.
That me is beautiful.
Which one?
The one with the pink hair.
Oh, is this supposed to be Urbosa?
Maybe. Oh, congratulations, Arlen.
Yeah, congratulations. You very well might enjoy that game.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a good game, and it doesn't really matter what sexuality you are to identify with another character.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Hollywood wouldn't make any money because only cis straight white men would like their movies.
That's true. I barely even like any movies.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, I don't know. I'll have to give Tacoma a look.
Ow. Up. Ah.
Ah. Ah. And there it goes. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Now you're playing Mario Kart.
Now you're thinking with Mario Karts.
I feel like there's so many games that came out this year that I haven't given like a good chance to. Chelsea, are there any games that came out this year that you've been like trying to get your hands on?
I don't know if it came out this year, but I've been wanting to play Into the Woods.
Oh god, yeah, Into the Woods.
Or a Night in the Woods.
Yeah, Night in the Woods. Yeah, dude, there's so many games.
I played the demo for that in when we went to Indiecade last year.
Oh yeah.
And it was a lot of fun. So when I heard the actual game came out, I was like, hell yeah! But I haven't had the chance to play it.
Yeah, man, I don't know. There are too many video games is the main problem.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know. No, my mushroom!
Yeah, like I said, I don't know. There's like, unfortunately, in a lot of sort of tight-knit gaming communities, an unfortunate streak of like homophobia. It's pretty stupid.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know. Sorry if I keep changing the subject. I'm trying to keep the conversation light, but if we want to bust out and talk about how the gaming community is fucked and everybody needs to stop being a piece of shit, we can go in that direction.
Hey, it's Mario Kart Monday. We can talk about whatever, light or dark.
We're pretty cool. I'm pretty sure the Master Questers are relatively non-homophobic.
I would say we are very non-homophobic.
So, you can hang out here. We're pretty chill.
I was actually wondering if, I was playing the DLC for Breath of the Wild, and part of it is that you get to read the journal entries for the champions.
Mm-hmm.
And when I read Urbosa's, I was wondering if I was just like reading into it too much or if it was intentional, but it seemed to be implying that Urbosa might have had like been in love with Zelda's mom or something. And like you could interpret it as just they were just very close, but you could also definitely interpret it as like an unrequited romance.
Maybe. I don't know. I didn't read the diaries yet, so this is a legit theory.
But I was in Hyrule Castle to get some of the new gear, and I also stumbled across Zelda's dad's journal, which I think was always there, but I just never found it before. And it was kind of funny how like the two actually had a lot of parallels because they both sort of talked about Zelda's mom when she passed away and how much they loved her and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I would have made that connection if I hadn't happened to read them both in the same day, but...
Yeah. I'm really sorry to hear that, Arlen. It's really, you know, unfortunate that they couldn't be more supportive.
What happened? Do we need to kick someone's ass?
Yeah, well, no, I don't know. Probably not. I mean, I don't know. Arlen's Poison's parents are not so cool with his coming out, it sounds like.
So we do.
Yeah, we have to kick your parents' ass now.
It's okay, Arlen. I'll be your new mom.
Yeah, I'll be your new dad. But just a fair warning, I'm a terrible father. I drink and I get, like, I guess I don't get angry. I like drink and act like a dipshit most of the time. Oh, I've done a lot of babysitting. But you're not a baby, so it doesn't matter. Sorry, Arlen, I assume you're not a young child.
Well, we don't know.
I guess not. Nevertheless, I doubt that
if you are a young child, I'm very impressed by your
sort of
coherency.
Self-awareness. You're very mature for an old baby.
Oop.
Yeah. I assumed you weren't really babysitting age.
Coming out is tough.
Yeah.
Like, even if you know, like, who you're talking to is really supportive, it's still nerve-wracking.
Yeah, you really have to become very vulnerable.
I don't know, what's the oldest a child should be to be still need babysitting? I guess it depends on the parent.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the oldest kid I've ever babysat was like 11.
Mm. Well, I hope your friend is very supportive of you.
Yeah, me too. Oh.
Oop.
Oh. Oh. Whoop. You're doing great. You're really crushing it out there.
What are we talking about now?
Gosh, I don't know. We were talking about cartoons for a while and like what cartoons you watched as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about games we've been meaning to play this year. Yeah, man. Night in the Woods. I really wanted to play that game. Is there any other games that have come out that you've been really itching to get your mitts on?
I'm a little curious about Assassin's Creed, but I don't know if I'm curious enough to spend $60.
Oh, right, the new Assassin's Creed, yeah.
The only Assassin's Creed I've played is Black Flag, which I did enjoy, but I've also heard that it is one of the better Assassin's Creeds.
A lot of people love Black Flag. The only Assassin's Creed I've ever played is 2, and I didn't like that very much.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's the sort of game for me, I guess. Nope.
It's okay, it's a shortcut. Nope, that's not.
Oh, yeah? The shortcut too?
Yeah.
Been really on the fence about the new Wolfenstein 2. I've thought about getting that, but I don't know. I've heard some pretty mixed reviews about it, unfortunately. They had a really strong marketing campaign, but like it sounds like the game is pretty middling.
Yeah. Hey, I'm doing terrible anyway, so I'm just gonna do random.
Be Donkey Kong.
Okay.
And be Donkey Kong and have a... Wait, go up. No,
what?
Go up. Keep going.
What?
Go up more. Do the bear.
This one?
Bear car.
Okay. This doesn't go fast enough for me to just do a random thing.
Yeah, Nier Automata looks cool as hell. Really want to try that. I also really wanted to try Pyre. Don't know what Death Stranding is. Isn't that?
Oh, that's the
that's
new
Kojima.
Hideo. Yeah. Kojima, Mads Mikkelsen.
Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah. Is it Mikkelsen or Michelson?
I don't know. I think it's Mikkelsen because he's some kind of foreign man. Isn't he like Lithuanian? Or is Hannibal Lithuanian?
Hannibal is Lithuanian.
Okay.
I don't know if Mads is. I think he's Scandinavian,
Oh, alright.
but I don't know for sure. Somebody Google that.
Yeah, somebody Google.
Oh, this is very hard to turn.
You're doing great. Yeah, he's a Scandinavian man. He's a Norseman.
Ah,
Fell in the hole.
it's hard to turn.
Oh yeah, Pyre. I really want to play Pyre too. Everyone says that game kicks ass. And I also really wanted to try out Tooth and Tail. That game looks extremely cool and good.
Ow.
We need a glorious rodent revolution for my people. So I guess there's a lot of games that came out in 2017 that I haven't played yet.
Yeah. Just ask Santa.
Should just do like a stream where I play all of those games for like a minute. And then if I don't like any of them, I'll get a Steam refund. I mean, that's what that's there for, right? If you get a game and you don't like it.
Yeah. What is it? You have to play it for less than 2 hours?
Less than 2 hours.
Under 2 weeks?
Yeah. Although it's not strictly less than 2 hours. I mean, I played Hat in Time for a little bit more than 2 hours and they like let me return it anyway.
Mm-hmm. My star ran out.
Your star.
Ah!
Oh, Shadow of War, that's the new Lord of the Rings game, huh? Right?
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of people love that series.
Yeah. I mean, it is certainly unique.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people like remember the shit you do.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if...
It's got randomly generated orcs.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times you'll get one, like a specific one that's unique to your save file, that becomes like a big bad that you have to defeat, and you feel that sort of
rivalry.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's like if The Walking Dead actually had consequences.
Yeah. And I think they added in the new one that there are orcs that are on your side.
Yeah.
And have personalities and stuff.
Orc friends.
Yeah.
Nemesis system.
So Greta, how excited are you for Bayonetta 3?
I don't know. I heard Bayonetta Greta sucks.
Oh, Greta just unfollowed us.
I just said I heard it sucks.
Greta kicked himself out of chat and unsubscribed.
That's right, yeah. No, we lost a viewer count. That was probably him.
Is that going to be exclusive to Switch?
Yeah, man. Bayo 3 Switch only. Makes me really want to play 1 and 2. I played other... Yeah, we should. I played other Platinum games and I really like them, so... I don't know why
I know very little about Bayonetta.
She's an amazing witch lady who... shoots bullets out of her feet and does stripper moves.
Ah.
And she's covered in hair. It's really hard to get like those games though. They're coming out with a OnePlus.
Did Greta write an essay?
Okay, listen. Oh, hold on. I gotta do Greta's voice again. Okay, listen, bitch. When they announced Bayonetta 3, I screamed so like 4 of my family members came to check up on me, and I was just there shaking, and I called literally everyone I knew, screaming because I couldn't type for shit.
Oh, man.
I was shaking so hard.
Donkey Kong and or this cart cannot turn good.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey King.
Yeah, they're coming out with OnePlus 2 for the Switch, I guess, as well. I think sometime around February, which I might grab that. It'll be cool. You can't find the OnePlus 2 for the Wii U like anywhere for under $100.
Yeah.
I mean, you could like get one for on Steam for like $20, and then Bayonetta 2 for Wii U for $30. $50 total isn't too bad.
How are you supposed to make that turn? Never figured out that shortcut. Donkey Kong, come on.
I think it would be funny if they released Bayonetta 2 on Steam as soon as Bayonetta 3 came out. It'd be an extremely, like, bold move.
Do you think Bayonetta will still be in the next mash buttons?
Wow. You really like Bayonetta. That's, some dedication. I wouldn't see why not. It's a good character. You being Elizabeth?
Yeah, that's her name.
Isabel. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna put on the dang new mash buttons though, to be honest. Bayonetta is a personal action game. It's a game where you do extremely stylish combos. It's kind of like Devil May Cry a little bit, but the main character is like a gigantic sexy witch.
I think we've discussed this like maybe in one of the first Mario Kart Mondays. But is Bayonetta like
Is a
like sexual in an empowering way or in a fan servicey way?
A lot of people
both?
have. That's a big argument about Bayonetta. Is Bayonetta a symbol of female empowerment or a symbol of female objectification? I've seen a lot of people argue both ways, and like, I don't think I have the I don't know, the appropriate knowledge to like make an argument one way or another. personally, like, I think Bayonetta's, I don't know. Bayonetta's like concept of sexy is kind of just that. It's like a conceptual sexiness. I mean, like, I feel like functionally she's not actually that like hot, because like she's such an exaggeration of like sort of feminine proportion. She's like kind of a satire of it. But I don't think that necessarily means she's not a sex object.
Right.
So I don't really know. I want to say no because I want to just say it's a good, nice series for nice people. But I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I don't really know enough about Bayonetta to have an opinion. I've never played the game. I mean, generally, the way to tell is when you like look at the character, is it like how to explain this well? Sorry if this sounds incoherent, but
Kind of just jump in real quick.
Yeah.
I didn't want to cover my base just because like I don't think Bayonetta's sexy isn't like a compelling argument one way or the other. So
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep going.
I mean, when you decide when I had too much Otto. Yeah.
Drunk driving.
It's Mario Kart
Pull
Sunday.
over, ma'am. Excuse me. Have you been drinking?
Yes.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car!
Oh, okay. Clark's driving now. So when you look at a character, the difference between a sexy character being like objectified and a sexy character being empowering is basically like who are they sexy for, I guess?
So cute. How do I go?
A.
Okay.
Cause like is it for the male gaze or the female gaze? Is it like take any random superhero like Batman or Superman? You would probably, like, most people would probably say that's an attractive character, but it's the male's like what's it called? The male dream, like
male power fantasy.
Yeah, it's that. It's not like Superman's not good looking so that female fans will want to bone him, or I guess want him to bone them, as the case may be. Whereas there are definitely like female characters that are sexy just because they want male fans to want to bone her. Does that make sense?
No, I know exactly what you're saying.
So I guess the question is, which one is Bayonetta? And again, I've never played any of the games, so I can't really express an opinion either way.
Fuck you, Bowser. Get the hell out of here, you dick. Fuck me up, shithead.
Greta thinks it's both. She owns her sexuality, but doesn't see why it's not fan service. Yeah, they're not mutually exclusive. So that is probably accurate. And of course, it's not to say male characters can't be objectified either. Use your thing.
Oh god, I just want to wait till I landed. I don't know how this game works, Chelsea.
But you're adorable.
Ah, shit, dog! Look at all this shit.
You got so much shit. You got a crazy 8.
Oh, hell yeah.
That was real cool. But yeah, I guess that's my 2 cents.
You got some great sense.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Perfect. Nice.
Not last.
Not last. Speaking of drunk driving, I'm gonna get more drink to drive with.
What do you guys want to talk about now? Any hot topics?
Oh, let's talk about Hot Topic.
Yeah, let's talk about Hot Topic. It is a store that used to be for punks and nerds, but now it's mainly just for nerds who are embarrassed to be there.
Joke's on them, I'm always embarrassed.
If you want to go to Hot Topic, but you don't want all the grunge stuff, just go to Box Lunch. It's owned by the same company, I think.
I feel like it sounds like we're shilling right now. And I don't know how I feel about that.
I do agree. Breath of the Wild was my game of the year. It's definitely the one I liked the most that I've played pretty much constantly since it came out. But that said, there have been a lot of amazing games this year, which I guess kind of makes Breath of the Wild even more amazing, since it managed to stand out even amongst all the other ones. Okay, I'm sorry, Arlen. We have to disown you now.
Why? What happened?
We're talking about Breath of the Wild, and Arlen said never heard of it. Oh no! How dare you! That was just rude. This combo is surprisingly good. Isabelle on this turns pretty well. Ow.
Pass in front of you, don't lose.
Oh no!
Ah. Oh yeah, I read about that at the VGAs.
What? What just happened?
The woman they gave the honor to, the old Atari programmer.
What? What happened?
The VGAs, remember?
No.
Video Game Awards?
Yeah?
The person that they honored this year was like a lady who used to program for Atari.
Oh. Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah. That was a bad place to put me, game. Oh.
That's another game I haven't played. I haven't actually ever played PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I have it, but I haven't played it because I don't want to play it alone.
What is it?
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
What's that?
It's like this really hardcore fucking Hunger Games-esque FPS. It's like fucking the darling of streamers right now, but I really don't like the idea of having to play it by myself because it sounds really stressful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I also think that Persona 5 is... I forget what award Persona 5 won, but I think it probably deserved that award.
Persona 5 is real good.
Yeah, it's real good. I think it won Best RPG, didn't it? I'd say it was probably the best role-playing game that came out this year. I can't think of any other ones of note. You can give it to... Didn't the Bravely Second come out? Fuck that. I'm not giving it to that game. Are you kidding me? Oh, you got a chicken dinner? Congratulations. Chicken dinner is what it's called when you win at PUBG, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Like winner?
Yeah. My cousins love that game. They played it constantly when I was down visiting. I watched a couple streams of it. I mean, it looks like a lot of fun, but it also looks like the kind of game that gives you an anxiety attack.
Yeah. Because turkey is only eaten on Thanksgiving, Greta.
No, so turkey's gross.
You don't want to only win matches on Thanksgiving, do you?
I think the fact that they offer an award to best ongoing game is a little silly, though. I thought it was weird that they gave Overwatch Game of the Year again.
What?
So in the VJs, they have a category for best ongoing, like, online game.
Oh, okay. Oops.
And they gave that to Overwatch, which I think is silly, but whatever. And you know what? I've never played Overwatch. Everyone says it's the bomb. Oh man. Everyone says it's real good.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I guess if they like, because I know they keep adding stuff to it, so I guess it's fair.
That's true. That is fair.
If they didn't do that, then maybe not. But
yeah.
But like, from what I know, they keep adding characters and stuff. Oh no. Yeah.
Be careful of that bullet bill, huh?
I do.
Yeah, great job.
It's okay, I was past the finish line.
God. Overwatch is overrated. Interesting.
LMAO.
What?
Overwatch.
Oh, I didn't get it. I didn't catch that one.
I don't know if it was intentional.
Yeah. I don't know, man. People love that one.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's like the
Fraser
best
plays
game.
it all the time. I know that. I see it on his channel a lot.
Who?
Fraser.
Oh,
PGA.
Fraser. Oh, okay. I thought you said Freezer. And I was like, I don't know. How am I supposed to know who the fuck that is?
Yeah, you know, from Dragon Ball.
Oh, God. I mean, that's a game I've always wanted to try, but it sounds like such a huge time investment to get good at it. That's like the problem with like a lot of, I think, you know, multiplayer competitive games. It's like you really have to try to be good at it. And I feel like I only have so much time to spend on like games like that.
Yeah, just spend 200 hours on Splatoon instead.
I mean, like, but seriously though, it's like I already play Splatoon. I don't have time for multiple competitive games.
Yeah, according to my like little profile thing on the Switch, I've played more Splatoon than I have Zelda, which doesn't seem accurate, but that's what it says.
Huh.
I don't know if maybe it didn't carry over how much I played it on your Switch, even though
I bet it didn't.
Even though it's like the same account.
Yeah. It might be fun for some people who suck at it, but I'm not a very graceful, like, sucking at games person.
Yeah, you should hear Clark when he's on a losing streak in Splatoon. He just gets real upset.
I'm a real salty sailor. That's why, like, I didn't try to pick up the new Street Fighters, because Street Fighter really brings out the worst in me.
Ow.
I'm like I don't want to toot my own horn here too much, but I'm pretty decent at Street Fighter in general. But, like, like I said, I'm not a very graceful loser at games, and especially Street Fighter. I'm, like, kind of okay at losing at games I know I'm bad at. Like, I was okay at losing at ARMS, because I never expected to, like, win at ARMS in the first place. But Street Fighter 5 is, like, a nightmare to lose at.
Yeah. Yeah, when I lose, I don't get mad, I just get kind of bummed out. It also depends on the game, like, as you can probably tell by watching, I don't really care too much about losing at Mario Kart.
Yeah, I don't care if I lose games I'm bad at. Like, losing at Mario Kart I don't feel anything. I just feel like, oh, I lost at Mario Kart.
Yeah.
No. Hey, Diva.
Yeah. Although, I do feel sad when my rank goes down in Splatoon.
Well, everybody feels that.
Thus far, though, I haven't gone down from S rank in Rainmaker and Tower Control.
Really
I haven't gone up, but I haven't gone down, so that's cool.
Really close to getting S rank and Tower Control.
Nice.
Gotta thank that good blaster. You just shoot it vaguely in the direction of the tower, and then you win. I think I'm worst at Rainmaker, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know what it is about that mode, but I'm just not very good at it, I guess.
Yeah. I think I'm actually the best at Rainmaker, but I prefer Tower Control. Ow.
Oh, by the way, we never talked about this, but the new Splatfest is happening. Hello, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, socks versus sweaters, gang.
I'm sorry, my fish waifu, but I cannot abide by your side.
Chelsea's not a fan of socks.
Nope. If I could, like, walk barefoot everywhere and not have to worry about getting, like, hurt or gross and dirty or anything, I would. She's so happy.
I know, she's so cute.
Adobo.
She's my favorite. She's my special helper. She's my special mayor secretary. Or whatever she does in Pocket Camp, I don't remember.
She kind of just hangs out in that one little plaza and asks if you want to look at the tutorial.
No! Chris Dewey, no.
No, C. Dewey.
Marina is the one who likes socks. Pearl is the one who likes sweaters. Nobody's waifu is Pearl.
Pearl is just a little fish gremlin.
Yeah. I know, but Pearl is team sweaters. And like, if I had to pick between socks and sweaters, I'd pick sweaters every time. Sweaters are fun. Socks are fun too, but sweaters are more fun. Yeah, I'm gonna go team sweaters, I think. Greta, are you gonna play Splatfest? And if so, are you going team sweaters?
Please say yes.
Please say yes.
So that we can play on the same team. Especially since next week don't we have to stream earlier in the day? So it will be during the Splatfest?
Oh yeah. Wait, what are we doing on Saturday?
We're going to our friend's going away party.
Oh, that's right.
On Saturday night.
Boy, I sure hope I don't act like a dipshit again.
Just don't drink a lot of beer and play beer pong.
But if there's beer pong, I have to play beer pong.
Well, it's not going to be at our house. It's going to be at like a Korean barbecue place.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
So there probably won't be beer pong.
Yo, if there's beer pong at that Korean barbecue place, we gotta go again, because that sounds like the fucking most off-the-chain Korean barbecue joint I ever heard of. Cool, now we just have to get either like Leland or Jared to go Team Sweater, and we'll have a squad.
Tell Leland he can't come to D&D anymore if he doesn't.
Leland, you aren't allowed to go to D&D if you don't go Team
Rogue
Sweater.
One, if you're in the chat.
If you're lurking, Rogue One, you have to go Team Sweater.
It is law.
It is the law. Cool, I can grind some chunks off of my Splatfest shirt now.
Oh yeah. It is good to get that early so you can do that.
Yeah.
I don't have to do too much grinding anymore unless I decide to try to get other gear that has other abilities, because I'm pretty good with mine that I have.
Well, our friend is moving to a different city, and we're never going to see her ever again.
Sad.
So we want to celebrate the last time we get to be around her. Truth be told, she's really more Chelsea's friend. I'm just kind of invited to all the parties because I'm also friends with Chelsea. But I don't think Chelsea's friend dislikes me.
No, she had a lot of fun with you at the party.
Oh, cool, yeah. She had a lot of fun with the world's biggest, drunkest oaf.
We both won the Halloween costume.
Whoa, listen, our Halloween's fucking kicked... Our Halloween costumes kicked so much fucking ass.
They did.
They were like... There was like everyone else's costumes, and then there were like our costumes.
Yeah. We reign supreme.
Everyone was like, I put a fun hat on. And we're like, we went as anime.
We cosplayed.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Greta, your sarcasm didn't read too good.
It can be hard in writing. Who should I... What idiot should I be
person?
now? Should I be me?
Be Waluigi.
Waluigi?
Be Pointy Chin. He kind of looks like an ugly elf.
A little bit.
Man, look at his terrible face. Like, most of his face is mouth. No.
Yeah, Clark went as Ryuji from Persona 5, and I was a gender-bent Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul.
And we were really cool, and everybody thought we were cool.
Yeah.
It was agreed across the board that we were very cool.
We won Eevee backpacks.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten yet.
Wait, we got backpacks?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Maybe Roxy will bring them to the party.
That's so much cooler than what I thought we were gonna get. I thought we were just gonna get like a sticker.
Nah, they're little backpacks.
Oh, nice.
Oh, this doesn't turn very well.
Yeah, that was a pretty good costume.
Unfortunately, Clark's bullet clip thing kept shedding.
Yeah, my bandolier fell off like about 1,000 times.
And the individual bullets, we are still finding little random ones in our apartment. This camera angle is not great.
I have the mask over here.
Ah. Oh man, I do not like this.
I look very good now.
Yeah. For real?
For real? That's cool, man. Talking about homecoming. That was all Dangle High School. Feels like a million years ago. Chelsea, did you go to your homecoming? Did you have homecoming in Germany?
Yes, we were still in American school.
Right, but like, who did you even play football against?
Other American schools?
Chelsea, you're in Germany. Did you fly an American?
No, like on other bases.
Wait. There's more than one American base in Germany?
There are fewer now. A lot of them have closed, but there were a handful.
Oh, I see.
They were like in different cities. We were in Heidelberg. There was one in Ramstein and one in Kaiserslautern.
Kaisers.
Yeah, most people just called it Kaiser. Mannheim, I think had, or wait, maybe Mannheim just had a...
Mannheim La Karma?
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if there was another school in Mannheim. I know there was a base. I can't remember if it had a school or if it was just like a base with work.
Alright, fair enough. I always think that whenever you talk about your base, I'm like, it's the only school in all of Germany for Americans.
I actually went to school on 2 separate bases because one had the elementary and middle school, and then there was another one that had the high school.
Wait, was there more than one base in Heidelberg?
Yeah.
That's bananas. Why come?
Because there were a lot of people and they needed more room. And they had to, like, you know, they couldn't just put their buildings wherever. They had to, like, agree with Germany, hey, can we build a village here? And Germany was only gonna be like, okay, in this, we'll give you this area. And then when they're like, oh, can we make another one? Okay, you can have this other area over here. So they were 2 separate ones.
Why have so many people?
Because jobs and stuff, I guess. I'm not...
It's not...
Like, there were lots of families and stuff deployed over there.
But why? But why, though? For what purpose?
It was, like, a part of the agreements after the war, I think.
And so it was like a quotient. It's like, we get to have X amount of people. Do you prefer Germany or America, Chelsea? Remember,
I mean,
there is one answer that will get you kicked out of the country.
I mean, there are definitely things I prefer about both countries. Like, I super miss the food in Germany. And the atmosphere was very nice. It always felt very peaceful, and the air was crisp, and the seasons changed, which was nice, which happens in some places in America, but all the places I've lived so far have pretty much just been summer, fall, spring, and winter for like 1 week.
I guess the Cold War was pretty recent. I guess that sort of makes sense.
Yeah, I should probably be more knowledgeable about the specifics, but I think it was more like after the war they agreed to let American military have set up bases, because it's not just Germany, they have them in like Japan and Italy and Korea.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's true. But, I mean, CJ makes a good point. It's probably like putting bases in Germany because of the USSR.
Yeah, that was a thing.
And they probably didn't like shut them down until well after the Cold War was like for reals over.
Yeah, my parents visited like East Berlin.
Yeah, I remember them talking about that.
When they lived in Stuttgart, apparently my dad had like this long peacoat, and they had a beagle, and he would take her out for walks. And he didn't learn this until later from his landlord, but apparently there was a family that lived in the neighborhood that had escaped East Germany, and they would see him walking around with his dog in his coat, and they thought he was Stasi. And they were scared of him.
Oh boy.
I do not like driving this. Doesn't feel good.
Doesn't feel good?
No.
Bad game feel?
Bad game feel.
Isn't your family from Illinois, Chelsea?
Yes, my parents were born and raised in Peoria, Illinois. Then they got married after dating for 10 days. And then...
God, look at that horrible little Eggman. I hate him.
And then my dad was already in the military, so they lived on like bases and stuff. They lived in New Mexico for a while, and then they were in Arizona. They were in Tucson for like 10 years. And then he got sent to Germany, which he had wanted. Oh wait, first they were in Korea for like a year, I think. Was it a year? 1 or 2 years. And then they went to Germany with the intention of only being there for 2 years, and instead they were there for 26 years.
Yep. Looks like plans really change.
And for 17 of those years, I was there. But yeah, I want to go back to visit.
I want to go to Germany. Eat a Wiener Schnitzel. Drink a Bierstein.
In my opinion, the best time to visit Germany is either during Christmas, because you can go to the Weihnachtsfests. Is the Christmas fests.
Oh, why did you call it a different name?
That's the German word.
So in Germany, when you want to say Merry Christmas, you say Gute Weihnachts.
Frohe Weihnachten. But yeah, the Christmas fests are really cool. It's just like they set up a bunch of stalls, and it's just like an open air market thing with lots of different.
Sounds cold.
It is cold, but it's fun, and they have plenty of like warm meats on like giant grill thingies. You can get like a steak sandwich that's amazing.
What's
and they
the
have
other
Glühwein.
What's Glühwein? Don't make stuff up.
We were talking about this the other day.
I don't know what Glühwein is.
It's like mulled wine.
Mold wine?
Is it mold? I don't know. It's like hot wine.
Oh, you're talking about like
wine.
spiced wine.
Yeah.
Why would you call it mold wine?
I don't know. What is mulled wine?
I don't know what mold wine is. It sounds awful.
Like M-U-L-D. Or M-U-L-E-D?
That sounds like a mule wine, and that's not real. I don't know.
But it's like hot spiced wine.
Okay.
It's real good. The other good time to go is during Spargelfest.
No one knows what that is.
It's the festival of Spargel.
No. Yeah, good job. Way to define something by just saying it again, Chelsea.
Yeah. Spargel is white asparagus.
When is Spargelfest? Is it like Crab Fest at Red Lobster?
Yeah. I want to say like May-ish, around that time.
What about Oktoberfest?
Oh yeah, Oktoberfest is a good time too. I never think of that because I don't drink beer.
No.
But if you like beer, then Oktoberfest is the time to go. But Oktoberfest is not actually in October.
It's in September.
Yeah, so don't go in October for Oktoberfest. You'll miss it.
That's one of the few things I retained from German 101 is when Oktoberfest is for real.
No, but Spargel is white asparagus, which sounds gross, but it's super good. It doesn't taste anything like green asparagus. It's like a very kind of mild, buttery taste. And they put it on pretty much everything, and it's seasonal. so you can only get it at that time of year. But they have like big festivals for it when they harvest it, and you can go to pretty much any German restaurant and you can get Spargel on anything like schnitzel, Spargel cream soup, with pasta,
Spargel
or
ice cream,
with salmon fillet, with you can get it on
Spargel cake.
Yeah, you can get it on Flammkuchen, which is
Spargel popsicles.
Flammkuchen is also really good. Flammkuchen might originally be French. I'm not entirely sure.
And cheese.
But Flammkuchen is basically like pizza, but the crust is super, super thin. And instead of tomato sauce, they put like creme fraiche.
Spargel.
And typically it has like speck, which is kind of like bacon bits.
Twilight Spargel.
And onions. And you can also get other stuff on it, but that's like the traditional. Oh, and cheese. A little bit of cheese, but mainly just the cream. And you can get Spargel on it during Spargelfest. But yeah, there's a town that was not too far away from where we lived. Oh, now I can't think of the freaking.
Is Spargel like a regional cuisine? Like, is it everywhere in Germany, or is it only like in one place?
I think nowadays you can pretty much get it anywhere, but I was actually just about to say, there was a town near where we lived that I can't think of the name right now, but is sort of like known for Spargel because that was sort of like the capital where they had it. And they would have like the biggest festival, and they would have a Spargel queen or whatever in their fest.
That sounds like the worst type of nobility to be.
It was probably along the lines of like being a pageant.
It's kind of like queen. The equivalent of being the asparagus queen in Amerigus. Is that Michael Jackson?
Yep.
Chelsea, you just drove straight off the cliff. Explain yourself.
I'm drunk.
The best Spargel ice cream is really good. I'm not joking. That wasn't a joke. I bet it's delicious.
Oh man, there was this one ice cream I got in Germany that was so good.
Was it Spargel ice cream?
No.
Not interested.
It was kind of like a creamy vanilla kind
buttery
of,
Spargel flavor.
And it had cherries in it. And I think it might have had a little bit of, I don't know, some other flavor. I can't remember what it was called. Oh no!
Who cares?
Also, if you ever go to Germany, this sounds weird, but they have really good Italian food.
We're right next to Italy.
It is pretty close.
It's like they share a border.
But yeah, a lot of Italian families moved to Germany and set up little family restaurants. And they're real good. And also pretty cheap. Ugh.
What? The baby pork?
Nah, it's piranha plant.
Dumb.
Germany is beautiful.
How come German people hate Greeks so much?
What?
Why do German people hate Greeks so much?
I don't know.
Oh, you were a German for a minute. I thought you would know. There's a poll conducted online amongst the other nations of the EU to rate like the friendliest country, the most hardworking country, the laziest country, and the least trustworthy country. And Germans said that the laziest country was Greece. I was wondering if you had any insight about that.
I guess it's a stereotype, but I mean, from what little I know, I think... Didn't Greece have, like, that thing where they didn't want to... Like, everyone had to bail them out because they didn't want... What was it? Something to do with retirement or something?
Yeah, some kind of debt problem.
Yeah.
I mean, it was amongst countries in the EU.
Yeah.
I agree with you about America, but... Yeah, CDE says that Greece kept being bailed out by the EU from being bankrupt.
Yeah. Like, honestly, I don't really know anything about that. The only thing I know, even related to that, is like a joke from Italia.
What do they say in Italia?
It was basically like Greece trying to, get bailed out because he didn't want to actually work, which probably is related to that, thinking that they're lazy.
Yeah.
That Goomba came out of nowhere.
Well, I thought a really funny result was that Italy rated Italy the least trustworthy country. I see. Yeah, all the other countries rated like Germany as the hardest working country in the EU.
Sounds accurate. Ireland's pretty cool. I've been there.
I want to go to Ireland. I want to go to a country. I've pretty much only ever been to this country, and this country sucks ass. I've been to Italy too, and that's it.
Ireland's great because you can go into pretty much any pub and order lamb.
And I would do that. How much longer you want to go on this bad boy? Starting to lose my vim and my vigor.
Yeah.
Oh, baby park, baby.
We go until midnight and then it'll be Monday.
Oh, there you go.
For the last 15 minutes, anybody got any other things they want to discuss? Oh, well, baby park.
Oh, yeah, you didn't listen to me.
No,
I said it's baby park, and I don't know. Hey, the Full Metal Alchemist movie come out?
I don't know. I think it's coming out soon if it's not already out.
There you have it, folks. Maybe is the answer to that question.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I know how to feel about it. Nervous and bad.
No, that's not bad.
Third place. See how much you love Baby Park?
Yeah, I'm directly in the middle.
Good you are, baby. You're above the middle. You're above the middle, Chelsea.
Slightly above the middle.
You are above the middle, and you love Baby Park, and you secretly wish that it could always be Baby Park. I've read your dream diary.
Oh. I think that was maybe my nightmare diary.
Your favorite nightmares diary.
No one wants to play.
It's because it's like a fuck o'clock. No one wants to play Mario Kart after midnight. I didn't know there was a Full Metal Alchemist movie coming out. What is its deal? Is it like the other Full Metal Alchemist movie that came out?
No, it is a live action adaptation. It is Japanese. That's all I know.
It'll probably be just alright.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is, like I said, I don't really know much about it, so I don't know if it's trying to squeeze the entire story or just like the first story arc or what. But Fullmetal Alchemist is definitely not the type of story you can squeeze into a 2-hour movie. Unless, again, it's just like the very first bit. Then maybe. And also, I don't know how it's gonna look, because a lot of it is like gonna need pretty good special effects, and I don't know how Japan is in terms of like budgeting for that stuff.
What special effects could it possibly be? All they have to do is get that one guy who did Gollum to do Ed, or excuse me, Al. You're a mocap guy. You drove right into the grass! Oh, man. Oh, this is just the pits, man. This is just a big old pile. Who do you think they'll get to play Al? I mean, who do you think they'll get to play Ed? I think they'll get Michael Cera to play Ed.
I will accept no other.
We'll get Michael Cera to play Ed. We'll get the Tin Man from one of the Wizard of Oz to play Al.
No! Dang it!
We'll get Scarlett Johansson to play Riza Hawkeye. They'll get
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron to play Louis Armstrong. They'll get Aziz Ansari to play Scar.
Oh man, I'd pay to see that.
I'll get Danny DeVito to play Gluttony.
Oh yeah? Yeah, wouldn't surprise me.
Flame guy, his name is Roy Mustang, you fucking piece of shit. Baka Gaijin.
Fake anime boy.
Fake anime boy. I'll get oh, you know who'd make it even better, Louis Armstrong, than Zac Efron? They got Fred Armisen to be Louis Armstrong. We get Robert Downey Jr. to beat Fuhrer Bradley. Who else is there? We should play...
Did you say who would play Mustang?
No, I didn't.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Really? That's pretty good.
Or Christian Bale with his Batman voice.
Wait, no. I've got it. I've got the ultimate one.
Huh.
They should have Ed be played by Jaden Smith.
Yeah.
They should have Hohenheim slash father be played by Will Smith. Oh god, that'd be fucking so good.
Just make Neo Yokio.
No, it wouldn't just be Neo Yokio. It would be better than Neo Yokio. It'd be Full Metal Alchemist Yokio. You did it.
I did it. We're probably gonna stop streaming in like 6 minutes.
Who's asking?
Arlen?
You know, thank you for watching.
We do this for you.
We wouldn't have gotten to the level of notoriety we're at if it weren't for viewers like you.
We love you.
Thank you. Thank every last one of you.
Aw.
I'm gonna catch you soon. What are we streaming next?
I mean, we're in the middle of a lot of different things.
We're in the middle of too many things. We should just quit.
Oh. Well, I guess this is our last stream, guys.
Too many video games and I'm too tired.
We have Pikmin 3, Mario Odyssey, Zelda, Oracle of Ages, Ace Attorney,
Kind of Persona,
kind of Tomb Raider, we have some we could pull out of hiatus, like Paper Mario.
We're never playing Paper Mario.
We're never playing Paper Mario.
There are other games you need to play.
And of course our staples of Splatoon 2 and this one.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Eh.
What did you do? You killed him.
He deserved it.
Wow, no. Well, yeah. I don't know if that's gonna happen again ever.
What?
The Nuzlocke Pokemon Randomizer.
Oh yeah.
That only happens if I ever feel like it. I don't know, I might try it again with a different game. I've been like...
Oh no.
I've played like the first hour of Fire Red and Leaf Green so many times I kind of hate it now. But I might try it with a different version. And to switch things up. Also, God, why did I start playing that a bunch? I think there was
it
like...
was when I wasn't around. It was like your game to play
Yeah.
When you were by yourself.
Yeah, wasn't there a time when I was like in school where you like worked nights or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so I would stream like in the evening by myself. So yeah, I don't know, maybe. But honestly, if I'm gonna stream a game by myself, there's other games I'd want to stream. We'll see. Did you like the Nuzlocke? Did you enjoy it? I didn't know that people were really jazzed about it. I only ever got like a couple regulars.
Got a few followers out of it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, last match. Apparently that course is called Electrodome, which we were trying to figure out a couple Mario Karts ago.
Oh, I didn't have it.
Are we gonna do Rise from the Ashes for Ace Attorney?
I don't know, maybe. We should talk about it. Nuzlocke is a special way of playing Pokemon wherein you, let's see.
Hardcore Pokemon.
Yeah, where if your Pokemon...
If you die in the game, you die in real life.
Yeah. If your Pokemon faints, you can't revive it. You just have to let it go forever.
It's dead.
It's dead. And you can only catch one Pokemon per named area. Self-inflicted suffering is a pretty accurate way to describe it. Yeah.
We've gone this course like 5 times.
Yeah, we sure have. I don't know, do you think we should do like the Ace Attorneys like in chronological order? Doesn't Rise from the Ashes happen like, I don't know, like last or something? Or am I just imagining things?
It came out as a DLC later, after the first 3 games, but it takes place when, after the first game.
Oh, okay.
I think they made it to celebrate the trilogy coming onto a newer system.
Oh, that makes sense.
And also as a way to introduce Emma before Apollo Justice came out.
Yeah. No, it's very astute, Arlen. I am actually feeling pretty tired myself. I can't.
Clark is sick, which is why we didn't stream too much this week.
I'm sick. And also I wake up a lot earlier than Chelsea does.
It's true. But I also go to sleep a lot later.
No, I know, but I'm just saying that it makes sense that you're not tired yet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have a night shift, so my sleeping schedule is kind of fucked up.
Yeah, Chelsea doesn't get done with work usually until like 2.
Which means I don't get to sleep till like 4 or 5.
Okay, well...
But... I gotta wind down. Ow. That's also why we stream in like the early afternoon.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
It's not ideal.
Honestly, other than that, I really like the night shift, but it is bad.
Yeah.
Like, ideally, it'd be nice if we could stream around like 7 or 8 at night.
Yeah.
But we can't.
Okay, gang. That's been thanks for talking too. Always fun to chat, my friends.
Thanks for hanging out. Tonight was fun.
Yep.
We'll see you next time.
See you next time. Take it easy.